2024. Is it going to be a cakewalk for the Modi government? Well, let's take a look at some facts and you are in for a surprise. Why do I say that? Let's go. How is the INDI alliance planning to win in 2024? I'm talking about if there was a war room, and I'm sure there is something like this, that they are busy plotting. Their math is that India is about 75% Hindu, 80% is on paper. It is actually, in my opinion, 75%. There are lots of crypto-Christians and serious proselytization conversion is going on in the southern belt. Only 50% of Hindus typically vote. I'm just taking a number. It could be more, it could be less, but my guess is only 1 in 2 vote. The other are looking at, for example, middle class. They don't care, but they like to complain, but they don't care. So this is important to know that only 1 in 2 Hindus votes. So 75% in terms of actual voting numbers translates itself into 37.5%. Now take a look at the remaining 20%. They've also now whipped up passions in Punjab. So even our Sikh brothers and sisters are very, very upset. Doesn't matter. You just have to keep showing that something is happening against you, some anyaya is being done to you, and immediately people will get passionate. Passion, actually, that means the heart rules over the head, especially at the time of elections in India. This is a known fact. India votes on emotions. Okay, so the remaining 20%, let's assume that 90% of voting takes place. That means effectively 18% of the voting population is against BJP, the alliance itself. So out of this 37.5% of the voting Hindu, will all of them vote for BJP alliance? Let us be very generous and give them 60%. Let's say that 60% of that 37.5% votes for the BJP or the alliance. That translates to 22.5%. Where is 18% and where is 22.5%? They're only 4.5% apart. Then what about the remaining 40% of the Hindus? Can the Indi wean them away? And they'll need to wean about 50 to 60%. 60% they'll need to wean. And once that happens, the 2024 election will become much, much closer. So what can the voting public do? I'll come to that at the end of this presentation. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel and also like this video. It's very important because I've done a lot of work in coming up with this research. Just see how something is being portrayed wrongly. This was the case of a Panna royal family's Rani who showed up drunk at a Krishna temple and had to be escorted out. But you know how they pictured this? They described this, the beauty of Sanatana Dharma. A widow was stopped and dragged out from performing Aarti in Krishna temple of Panna. The woman belongs to the royal family of Panna. Well, I'll give you the link to this story, the real story, what happened and why she had to be taken out. You cannot go in a drunken stupor and perform puja. There are some rules that need to be followed. I mean, the same holds for every religion. So don't tell me that Sanatanis are more rigid. No, it's for everyone. So just trying to take something and twist it in a way that makes people hate is what everyone is going to try and do. The toolkit that is in play today, that is of Udayanidhi's hate speech. Udayanidhi says it, then somebody else echoes it, then Congress in Karnataka is picking it up. So all these things, they are all being played out as a part of a toolkit. And the next place of where the toolkit is going to happen is, just mark my words, in the Brussels trip that Rahul Gandhi has taken now. He's going to try and launch into all this while India is trying to host the G20 summit and sort of look like a leader that needs to be counted and all that. Modi's moment in the sun and they want to somehow rain on that parade. That's why this is happening. Because if you look at the people who he's associating himself with, it will tell you a big story. He is associating with Islamists to Soros to jihadi human fighters. Who are these? Take a look at this. He had a roundtable with MEP, members of European Parliament in the European Parliament, co-hosted by Alvina Almetsa, Shadow Rapporteur on EU-India relationship, and 𝗣𝗚𝗍𝗏 and I'll show you what these people have done in the past so you have an idea of their antecedents. In the pictures you can see, for example here, in the pictures you can see the person to the left of Rahul and a little bit behind him. This person's name is 𝗣𝗚𝗍𝗍𝗍 𝗢𝘂𝑚. And you can see that 𝗣𝗚𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍 𝗢𝘂𝑚, Imran Khan, are talking with Fabio Massimo, who's an MEP. And where is that person? He's also in this picture. So you can see that the same person starts showing up in various places. And Fabio has been a baiter of India, whether it was Kashmir or any other document. He's the first one to one of the first ones to usually sign up and write it up. So these are all people who are paid to do this thing. Another MEP is Alvina Alametsa, and she has cozied up with Jamaat-backed organizations for their anti-India rants. She's been linked with Netherlands-based Foundation TLS, an exposed Jamaat project and sister organization of Hindus for Human Rights run by Soros agent Sunita Vishwanath. I've done a separate episode on this, so you need to go take a look at that. And look at 𝗣𝗚𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗏. He has also run campaigns in support of arrested Islamic journalists such as Muhammad Zubair, you can see there, and 𝗤𝙗☍ free them. And he's also been passing, he had a critical role to play in the passing of the EU's resolution on Manipur, which was categorically rejected by the Indian government. And it should be that way. In fact, this FTLS didn't stay behind. They organized a public engagement for Rahul Gandhi of select human rights activists. The event was organized on September 7th, but the details have not been made public. So they're also keeping their cards close to the chest. The FLTS is a Pak-based, The FLTS is a Pak ISI based project. The FLTS is a Pak ISI project run through their various Islamist fronts from the United States, all in the cover of human rights. Its co-founder Ritumbara Manuvi, sounds Hindu, right? And other players like Rashid Ahmed and Sunita Vishwanath are all in bed with Pakistani Islamists running anti-India propaganda 24/7. You remember seeing this Disinfo Lab chart, and there is Sunita Vishwanath right in the middle of all that. Now, this is not the first time Rahul Gandhi's team has engaged with these people. You remember my coverage of Rahul Gandhi's trip to United States, and Sunita Vishwanath was sitting to the right of Rahul Gandhi when he was meeting various personalities in Washington DC. And another gentleman who is now suddenly making a lot of noise, a lot of anti-India statements, a lot of salacious cartoons and memes. I don't know, shit is hardly the word to describe the mindset of some of these people. This fellow has been openly pontificating over Christian missionary Peter Friedrich. I mean, we know Peter Friedrich. He's another paid protester. You throw some money and he will sing your praises. That's exactly the kind of guy he is. So you can see that they are really carefully building this narrative to try and make the remaining, and let me get back to this main thing. So you can see that they are trying to look at that 40% of Hindus who are probably very secular in their mindset, and they want to be able to get 60% of that vote towards them. Because once that happens, this is going to be a split and BJP will not do well. I'm telling you, this is a very real possibility. So what can you, the voter, do? First of all, starting now, please make sure that your voter card is current. Also, you know where you need to go to cast your vote. All this stuff is available. You need to do a little bit of work using the web. Go back and make sure that everything is current, and also make sure that your voter card is linked with your Aadhaar card. If you don't do that, then you may not be able to vote. Some states have implemented it, and other states they are slow walking it for obvious reasons. They want to tamper with your vote. Anyway, so this is one thing that you need to do. Second thing, which is the most important thing, is show up and cast your vote. Make your vote count. And once this thing happens, right, the 2024 elections, once the 2024 elections complete, then there is going to be a delimitation exercise, and after that, the BJP will have a much easier time being able to prevail. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.